Welcome to Bayhill News Network News. News sponsored by...
You can now order your roti skins from Des Tasty Treats and Roti Skins at telephone 1784-528-2979 or pick up Des Tasty Treats and Roti Skins at Randy's Supermarket. More products are coming soon from Des Tasty Treats and Roti Skins.
In the news,
SVGOA President Suzette Weeks for receiving the prestigious 2024 Community Builder Award from United Way East Ontario on the occasion of our 45th Independence Celebrations Gala in Ottawa on November 2nd. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Teachers Union, SVGTU, will be celebrating its annual Teachers Solidarity Week from November 11th, 15th, 2024 under the theme Empowering Our Teachers, an Investment to the Future. The Stewards Workshop is an integral part of the activities for our Solidarity Week. November 12, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. The workshop will take place on the 2nd floor of the SVG Teachers Cooperative Credit Union, in Pauls Avenue, Kingstown. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, RSVGPF, is pleased to announce the acquisition of 15 laptops, made possible through a valued collaboration between retired Staff Sergeant Anthony Tony Brown and the York Regional Police in Canada. The formal handover, held on October 30, 2024, at Central Police Station, signifies a significant enhancement to the RSVGPF's technological resources, bolstering our operational efficiency in national policing capabilities. Commissioner of Police Mr. Enville Williams received the laptops on behalf of the RSVGPF and expressed gratitude for this collaborative effort. We are immensely grateful to Mr. Brown and the York Regional Police for this invaluable contribution, said Commissioner Williams. The laptops will significantly enhance our investigative capabilities, enabling us to better serve the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We look forward to continuing our collaboration with Mr. Brown and other partners dedicated to improving our policing operations. Mr. Brown, a native of Coles Hill, St. Vincent, migrated to Canada as a young boy and later began his career with the York Regional Police. He served in key areas including management, the Corporate Communications Bureau, the Property and Evidence Bureau, the Criminal Investigations Department, and Sex Offense Investigation Units. To further strengthen his expertise, Mr. Brown earned a degree in Justice Studies from the University of Guelph. A strong advocate for community policing, he consistently worked to foster meaningful relationships between law enforcement and the people they serve. Beyond his personal contributions, Mr. Brown's work reflects the ongoing support from the York Regional Police, who, alongside him, have dedicated time and resources to aid law enforcement in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Their collaborative efforts have extended beyond our shores, including disaster relief initiatives following Hurricane Ivan in 2005 in Jamaica, where they provided shelters, food, and nutrition to affected communities. Additional initiatives included repairing hurricane-damaged buildings, constructing a solar energy plant, and supporting educational institutions, efforts that underscore both Mr. Brown's and York Regional Police's dedication to humanitarian aid and sustainable development. This donation is part of Mr. Brown's ongoing efforts to support and strengthen the RSVGPF. The RSVGPF expresses its deepest gratitude to York Regional Police and Mr. Brown for their enduring partnership and invaluable support. This collaboration exemplifies the powerful impact of dedicated individuals and institutions working together to advance public safety and foster international cooperation. The RSVGPF highly values these contributions. Looking ahead, the RSVGPF is enthusiastic about future partnerships with York Regional Police to further strengthen our efforts to serve and protect the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. On October 31, 2024, police arrested and charged Laron Balkaran, a 23-year-old laborer of Yamboo/Diamond, with the offense of wounding. Investigation revealed that the accused unlawfully and maliciously wounded a 23-year-old laborer of Peruvian Vale by chopping him on the forehead with a cutlass. The offense was committed on October 26, 2024 in Richland Park. Balkaran appeared before the Mesopotamia Magistrate Court on November 4, 2024, and pleaded not guilty to the charge. The matter was dismissed for want of persecution. On October 31, 2024, police arrested and charged Darren Kwashi, a 33-year-old construction worker of Chopin's with the offense of damage to property and threat. According to the investigations, the accused without lawful excuse damaged one black purse, valued at $85 ECC, the property of a 26-year-old resident of Brighton, by pulling it with his hands. He was further charged with, in circumstances likely to cause a breach of the peace, used threatening language to the complainant saying, "Football half a done, me go shoot you. I must make a jail for you." Both offences were committed on October 13, 2024 in Arnos Vale. Quashie is expected to appear before the Kingstown Magistrate Court to answer the charges. Police arrested and charged Penrod Gibson, a 49-year-old technician of Belair, with the offence of assault. According to the investigations, the accused assaulted a 52-year-old chef of Diamond by striking him on the right side of his ribs and his hands, causing actual bodily harm. The offense was committed on August 20, 2024 in Belair. Gibson is expected to appear before the Kingstown Magistrate Court to answer the charge. Police arrested and charged Conroy Harry, a 34-year-old resident of Kingstown, with the offense of theft. Investigations revealed that between October 25, 2024, and October 29, 2024, the accused stole a quantity of clothing and jewelry valued at $1,592 and $45 ECC in cash, the property of a 27-year-old technician of McKees Hill. The offense was committed in McKees Hill. Harry appeared before the Kingstown Magistrate Court on November 4, 2024 and pleaded guilty to the charge. He was remanded in custody pending sentencing, on November 5, 2024. Police arrested and charged Gideon Quao, a 38-year-old electrician of Redemption Sharps, with the offense of assault. According to the investigations, the accused assaulted a 62-year-old resident of Redemption Sharps by striking him on his face with a glass bottle, causing actual bodily harm. The offense was committed on October 28, 2024, in Redemption Sharps. Quao appeared before the Kingstown Magistrate Court on November 4, 2024, and pleaded not guilty to the charge. A bond was activated, which requires that he pays $2,000 ECC or spent 1 year in prison. The sentencing for this matter is set for November 5, 2024. On November 4, 2024, police arrested and charged Yakini Moore, a 30-year-old resident of Largo Height, with the offenses of assault and criminal trespass. Investigations revealed that the accused assaulted a 45-year-old security guard of Penistone by striking him about his body and dragging him on the ground, causing actual bodily harm. He was also charged with entering the property of the Kingstown Evangelical School with the intent to intimidate the complainant. These offenses were committed on October 31, 2024, in Kingstown. Moore appeared before the Kingstown Magistrate Court on November 4, 2024 and pleaded not guilty to the charges. The magistrate ordered that the defendant be referred to the Mental Health and Rehabilitation Center for 14 days evaluation. The trial is set for February 2, 2025. 12 schools across 4 zones in the preliminary round of competition held at the French's House on October 16th and 18th. The judges have selected the 6 finalists to represent their respective secondary schools in the Lions Club St. Vincent South/Flow SVG National Secondary Schools Public Speaking Competition. The finalists are 1. Macy Baptiste, Sandy Bay Secondary School. 2. Jahim Primus, St. Vincent Grammar School. 3. Raj Bowles, Dr. J.P. Eustace Memorial Secondary School. 4. Samara Lynch, Mountain View Adventist Academy. 5. Kyra Johnson, North Union Secondary School 6. Alexander Cummings, St. Martin's Secondary School. The finals will take place on Tuesday, November 5 from 7 p.m. at the Methodist Church Hall in Kingstown. The students will speak on the topic, "Our world is in a state of confusion as it tries to reconcile one's inalienable rights, civil liberties, religious beliefs, and the role of the state." This year's competition is once again being sponsored by telecommunications provider Flow SVG. The finalists will be vying for the Lion Michael de Freitas Challenge Trophy. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, SVG, will host the 14th meeting of the Council of Ministers of the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, DEMA, at the Beachcombers Hotel tomorrow, November 5, 2024. The meeting is being hosted by the Ministry of National Security, on behalf of the Government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The Council of Ministers meeting brings together ministers of disaster management of DEMA participating states. The main objective of the 14th meeting of the Council of Ministers is to secure policy-level decisions required by this governing body for the DEMA system, which covers 20 participating states in the Caribbean region. In addition to the Council of Ministers meeting on Tuesday, the Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility, CCRIF, will join forces with DEMA and NEMO to convene its third Ivan Plus 20 Resilience Dialogue. The first dialogue of its kind was held this year in Jamaica on 5th June, while a second session took place in Grenada on October 15. In 2007, CCRIF was formed as the first global multi-country risk pool. The back-to-back meetings on Tuesday will be preceded by a welcome reception and opening ceremony, starting at 7 p.m. on Monday, for November at the official residence of Prime Minister, Dr. the Honorable Ralph Gonsalves, at Old Montrose, Kingstown. The opening ceremony would be addressed by Michelle Forbes, Director of the National Emergency Management Organization, NEMO, Elizabeth Riley, Executive Director of DEMA, and Honorable Sean Edward, outgoing Chair of the Council and Minister of Education, Sustainable Development, Innovation, Science, Technology and Vocational Training, Government of St. Lucia. The featured address will be delivered by incoming Chair Honorable Carlos James, Minister of Tourism, Civil Aviation, Sustainable Development and Culture. The Fisheries Services in the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry, Fisheries, Rural Transformation. Industry and Labor invites all fishers throughout St. Vincent to participate in a sustainable fishing workshop series from the 4 to 7 November 2024. The objective of this initiative is to educate fisherfolk on vital skills for sustainable fishing, to safeguard their livelihoods, and help to protect SVG's marine resources. The workshop will be held in the following locations and time. Monday, November 4, 2024 at the Rose Bank Community Center from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. Zone 3. Fishers from Chateau Belair, Fitzhughes, Rose Bank, Petit Bordel, Trumica, Cumberland and Richmond. Tuesday, November 5, 2024 at the Owea Fisheries Center from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. Zone 4. Fishers from Biaboo, Sandy Bay, Fancy and Owea. Wednesday, November 6, 2024 at the Caliacqua Town Hall from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. Zone 1. Fishers from Questel's, Lomans Bay, Kingstown, Great Head, Indian Bay, and Caliacqua. Thursday, November 7, 2024 at the Beruali Learning Resource Center from 5:30 p.m. to 7 o'clock p.m. Zone 2, fishers from Lave, Clare Valley, Beruali, and Bookamont Bay. Additionally, a Fisherfolk Trivia Competition and Expo will be held on Saturday, November 16, 2024. At the Russell's Auditorium. Fishing crew, fish processors and fish vendors are invited to register for this event by November 9th. Prizes: 1 ST prize, $500 US in groceries and $500 US in boat repairs, gas vouchers, and fishing gear. 2 ND prize, $300 US in groceries and $300 US in boat repairs, gas vouchers, and fishing gear. 3 RD prize, $200 US in groceries and $200 US in boat repairs, gas vouchers, and fishing gear. The Industry Department within the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry, Fisheries, Rural Transformation, Industry and Labor hosted a one-day workshop on bookkeeping tailored specifically for small business owners at the Telecommunications Conference Room. The workshop was designed to provide 12 small grant recipients with essential bookkeeping knowledge and practical skills to enhance the financial management of their businesses. Facilitated by Madonna Johnson of the Center for Enterprise Development, said, the session covered key areas of basic bookkeeping, helping participants understand the principles of tracking expenses, managing income, and maintaining accurate financial records. This foundational knowledge is intended to support these business owners in making sound financial decisions and ensuring business growth. As part of its mandate, the department offers strategic policy advice to the Minister of Agriculture on private sector development matters, technical advice and support to MSMEs with a strong focus on agro-processors. Additionally, it administers the Fiscal Incentives Act, which offers concessions to investors in the manufacturing sector. Cultural ambassador and violinist Darren Andrews made a generous donation on October 31st, presenting approximately $15,000 worth of supplies to mothers affected by Hurricane Beryl and to the Maternity B ward at the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital. The funds were raised from the Love Notes, Love and Laughter show, held on August 3rd at Victoria Park, which featured performances by Andrews, renowned Jamaican comedian Dr. Oliver Samuels, and other local and international musicians. Mr. Andrews expressed deep gratitude to the patrons, sponsors, and supporters who made the event possible, highlighting the collective effort that contributed to this impactful initiative. Kingstown, on October 30, 2024, police arrested and charged Lennox Cupid, a 48-year-old laborer of Arnos Vale, with the offense of assault. According to investigations, the accused assaulted a 58-year-old security guard of same address by pushing her onto the ground with his hands, causing actual bodily harm. The offense was committed at Arnos Vale on October 18, 2024. Cupid is expected to appear before the Kingstown Magistrate Court to answer to the charge.
We move to the regional news.
A flag-raising ceremony at Toronto City Hall celebrating Dominica's 46th anniversary of independence was held on November 2, 2024, under the theme, Pay Nu, Cato Nu, Our Land, Our Gift. The ceremony was organized by the Trade and Investment Commissioner for Dominica, headed by Francis Del Sol, in collaboration with Safety, Security Awareness for Emergencies in Dominica Group, Canada. The ceremony received patronage from members of the Caribbean Consular Corps, members of the African Consular Corps, and MPP Jill Andrew, Toronto Councillor. The ceremony was a symbol of pride, as displayed by the many Dominicans living in Toronto who attended the ceremony wearing the national dress. Cabinet, by Conclusion Number 880 of 2024, approved the granting of concessions on barrels imported for the 2024 Christmas season in accordance with the following terms and conditions. 100% waiver of customs duty on personal items, food, clothing, toys and other household consumables, contained in barrels imported during the period of 01st November 2024 to February 28, 2025. Electronic items are explicitly excluded. The number of barrels that qualify for the concessions be limited to two per household. An upper limit of 3,000 East Caribbean dollars per barrel on the value of items qualifying for the concessions. The items identified in Clause Number 1 must be for personal use only and not for commercial use, and the usual penalties, fines, etc. to apply if the goods are used for commercial purposes. Parliament also approved the exemption from value-added tax, VAT, and the Health and Citizen Security Levy on barrels imported during the same period. The St. Catherine South Police have launched an investigation into the murder of an assistant funeral director in Portmore on Sunday. The victim has been identified as Jevon Lawrence, a 28-year-old resident of Watson Grove, Portmore. Reports indicate that around 7:15 p.m., Lawrence was in a section of the community when he was confronted by unknown assailants. Javant Shaker Harewood, 20 years old, of number 41 Martins Road, Pinelands, St. Michael, who was the subject of a wanted man bulletin issued on Tuesday, October 29, 2024, in connection with serious criminal matters, is now in police custody. On Friday, November 1, 2024, Harewood presented himself to the district at a police station, accompanied by his attorney-at-law, and is currently assisting police personnel with their investigations. The Barbados Police Service, TBPS, extends its gratitude to the general public and the media for their assistance in this matter. The teenaged girl diagnosed with the West Nile virus is very much alive and in stable condition at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, QEH. So declared her distressed mother yesterday after hearing Prime Minister Mia Amor Motley speak of the passing of a young Barbadian girl with the West Nile virus during the Sagicor Life Incorporated lighting ceremony last Friday in Heroes Square, the city. A member of the Jamaica Defence Force, JDF, has been charged after a vehicle being driven by the soldier was searched at the JDF Cannonball Gate at Up Park Camp and several weapons and ammunition were found. Reports reaching Observer Online are that on Sunday about 7:56 p.m. the motor vehicle was stopped at the force's Cannonball Gate and a search was requested by other members of the JDF. The suspect was then asked to open the trunk and one JDF-issued Bergen kit bag was taken from the vehicle and searched, revealing a black Browning 9mm pistol with a magazine containing one 9mm round, a black Smith & Wesson firearm containing a magazine with 5 9mm cartridges, a black toy imitation pistol, 2 Glock magazines, one containing 24 9mm cartridges and the other 25 9mm cartridges, 17 5.56 blank rounds, and 6 5.56 live rounds. The national arena was electrified as the 2024 Red Bull Culture Clash Jamaica unfolded, bringing the island's iconic sound system culture to the stage. In an intense 5-round showdown, including a tiebreaker, Madhouse Experience emerged victorious, capturing the crowd's energy and applause in a night filled with exclusive dubplates, high-energy performances, and surprise guest appearances that kept the audience on their feet.
International news is next.
Kamala Harris and Donald Trump launched a final frenzied campaign blitz Monday, hitting must-win Pennsylvania on the last day of a volatile U.S. presidential race that polls say is hurtling towards a photo finish. At his first rally of the day in North Carolina, Trump, 78, shrugged off accusations that his age and the grueling election schedule had left him physically and mentally exhausted. JCF raises rank permitted to authorize motor vehicle seizure to inspector. Latest news. JCF raises rank permitted to authorize motor vehicle seizure to inspector. November 2, 2024. I don't even sleep. I've gone through 62 days without a day off, he said in an insult-laden 90-minute stump speech that he has delivered dozens of times in recent weeks. Harris said she was feeling good and gave a thumbs up as she boarded her plane to her first event of the day in Allentown, Pennsylvania. A record number of Americans have voted early in the 2024 presidential election, and many millions more are expected to cast their ballots before the polls close in each state on Election Day. But as we're reminded every 4 years, it's not the popular vote that decides who wins the presidency, it's the outcome of the Electoral College. There are 538 votes in the Electoral College and it takes a majority, 270, to win. In most states, it's a winner-take-all system. Whichever candidate comes out ahead, no matter how slim the margin, gets all of the state's Electoral College votes. Only 2 states, Maine and Nebraska, allow their electoral votes to be split. The race between Republican former President Donald Trump and Democratic Vice President Kamala Harris will likely come down to a handful of battleground states where voters are closely divided. Of those, Pennsylvania has the most electoral votes at stake, with 19, followed by North Carolina and Georgia with 16 each, Michigan with 15, Arizona with 11, Wisconsin with 10, and Nevada with 6. Former Representative Liz Cheney, during an appearance on ABC's The View, on Monday, said former President Donald Trump's violent rhetoric toward her is a threat to intimidate that won't work. Cheney said while Trump's criticism of her as a war hawk is not new, his comments last week suggesting she be put in the line of fire with guns trained on at her face is an escalation. He knows what he's doing, Cheney said after a clip of Trump's remarks were shown. He knows it's a threat with the intent to intimidate. Obviously, the intimidation won't work. Spanish rescue teams have not found any casualties so far in Valencia's Bonaire shopping mall underground car park, the Interior Ministry said on Monday. The parking was flooded during the country's worst flash floods in modern history last week that left at least 217 people dead. The ministry said work was continuing in the parking lot, which has 5,700 parking spaces, to find out if there may be fatalities.
This end of Bay News Network News. News sponsored by.
You can now order your roti skins from Des Tasty Treats and Roti Skins at telephone 1784-528-2979 or pick up Des Tasty Treats and Roti Skins at Randy's Supermarket. More products are coming soon from Des Tasty Treats and Roti Skins.
Sports is next.
Audio Jungle.
Sports was sponsored by
Looking for a place to relax with natural cool breeze and friendly surroundings? Then check the Bayhill Tree Bar, located at Bayhill Cane Garden. We have everything a bar will have. We also sell Shell 20 pounds of cooking gas at the Bayhill Tree Bar.
In the Sports.
Results in the Vita Malt Chown Hill Netball Tournament for Sunday, November 3rd. Game 1. Caesars Real Estate Sanssouci Blazers 23. Sardo Strikers 15. Game 2. Chown Hill 2. 27. Conquerors 19 Chown Hill 2. You're the Division 2 champion. Results in the Vita Malt Chown Hill Netball Tournament for Sunday, November 3rd. Game 1. Caesars Real Estate Sanssouci Blazers 23. Sardo Strikers 15. Game 2. Chown Hill 2. 27. Conquerors 19 Chown Hill 2. You're the Division 2 champion. Result in the National Lottery Authority TBPO Cricket Day 2 Indy/3 RD November. Sat 2nd. Game 1. East Kingstown vs Bank of SVG All-Star. All-Star won by 38 runs. All-Star bat first and made 188 all-out in 16.3 overs. Khalik Samuel 56, Godwin John 44. Bowling for East Kingstown. Andrew Glasgow 3 for 34, Kevin Jack 2 for 29. In reply, East Kingstown reached 150 all-out in 15.4 overs. Andrew Glasgow 84. Bowling for All-Star. Nyron De Souza 3 for 28, Cody Horn 2 for 26. Game 2. Older Boys vs Young Stallion. Young Stallion won by 11 weeks. Older Boys bat first and made 94 for 3 in 15 overs. Joel Patterson 38. Bowling for Young Stallion. Ronnie James 2 for 16. In reply, Young Stallion reached 97 for 2 in 9.2 overs. Tilron Harry 56. Sun 3rd. Game 1. AIA Reload vs Hilltop. AIA Reload won by 127 runs. AIA Reload bat first and made 216 all-out in 19.1 overs. Gerando Jardine 64, Lesroy Richards 43, Rafiq Sayers 29. Bowling for Hilltop. Devin Nsifi 2 for 20, Jamar Payne 2 for 47. In reply, Hilltop reached 89 all-out in 15.1 overs. Raheem Jacobs 26. Bowling for AIA Reload. Ramel Olivier 2 for 9, Gerando Jardine 2 for 20. Game 2. New Level vs Gomia Bombers. Gomia Bombers won by default when New Level failed to show up with enough players. Game 3. Dauphin United vs Chown Hill Talawa. Chown Hill Talawa won by 80 runs. Talawa bat first and made 148 for 5 in 17 overs. Sean Mike Roberts 78 not out. O'Neill Endeavor 23 not out. Bowling for Dauphin United. Leo Williams 4 for 48. In reply, Dauphin United reached 68 all out in 13.3 overs. Leo Williams 16. Bowling for Talawa. Teroy Roberts 3 for 17, Sean Mike Roberts 2 for 13, Alex Roberts 2 for 25.
Invitational Basketball Tournament. Medium Dark Skin Tone Emoji Modifier Week 3. October 30th to November 3rd, 2024. Person Bouncing Ball Medium Dark Skin Tone Basketball. Wednesday 30th. Heat Seeker, 68. Police, 69. Top Scorers. Filbert Prescott of Heatseekers, 18 points. Mark Thomas of Police, 37 points. Thursday 31st. Mavericks, 68. Northern Boys, 69. Top Scorers. Amizia Jacobs of Mavericks, 18 points. Adrian Sam of Northern Boys, 23 point. Friday, November 1st. Mavericks, 57. Police, 59. Top scorers. Desron Johnny of Mavericks, 19 points. Mark Thomas of Police, 34 points. Saturday, November 2nd. Bequia United vs. Northern Boys. Sunday, November 3rd. Bequia United vs. Arnos Vale Heatseekers. P.S. All games starts at 6:30 p.m. at the new Montrose basketball facility on the Nelson Mandela Highway below CWSA. At the Mycowd Community Court, the match between View Fort Comprehensive Secondary School, VFCSS, and Mycowd Secondary School, MSS, ended in an 11-all tie. For VFCSS, the goal shooter, Dericia Mitchell, scored 9 goals out of 15 attempts, while the goal attack, Kayla Auguste, scored 2 goals out of 2 attempts. For MSS, the goal shooter, Mikaj Joseph, scored 6 goals out of 14 attempts, and the goal attack, Clarice Nervez, scored 5 goals out of 8 attempts. Quarter scores: 3-1, 6-5, 7-9, 11-11. VFCSS defeated Beanfield Comprehensive Secondary School, BCSS, with a score of 20-11. For VFCSS, goal shooter Dericia Mitchell scored 14 out of 19 attempts, goal shooter Neria Charlery scored 1 out of 3, and goal attack Kayla Auguste achieved a perfect score of 5 out of 5. For BCSS, goal shooter Taisha Nathaniel scored 6 out of 12 attempts, while goal attacker Johanna Magloire scored 5 out of 10. Quarter scores: 1-4, 8-5, 17-8, 20-11. Soufriere Comprehensive Secondary School, SCSS, triumphed over MSS with a final score of 23-19. For SCSS, the goal shooter Klee Kazabin scored 16 out of 26 attempts, while goal attack Marissa Duncan added 7 out of 13. For MSS, goal shooter Mikaj Joseph scored 10 out of 15 attempts, goal attack Clarice Nervez contributed 3 out of 9, and Kiana Saint just also as a goal attack scored 6 out of 10 attempts. Quarter scores: 3-5, 14-9, 19-13, 23-19. Monday night's matches in the Jamaica Premier League, JPL, have been postponed. The affected games are Veer United vs. Mount Pleasant and Waterhouse vs. Montego Bay United. The announcement was made via JPL's social media pages and comes on the heels of the tropical storm warning that is in effect for Jamaica. New dates and times for the games are to be announced.
This end of our sports news. Sports was sponsored by.
Looking for a place to relax with natural cool breeze and friendly surroundings? Then check the Bayhill Tree Bar, located at Bayhill Cane Garden. We have everything a bar will have. We also sell Shell 20 pounds of cooking gas at the Bayhill Tree Bar.
Audio Jungle.
We come to end of our news and sports sponsored by.
You can now order your roti skins from Des Tasty Treats and Roti Skins at telephone 1784-528-2979 or pick up Des Tasty Treats and Roti Skins at Randy's Supermarket. More products are coming soon from Des Tasty Treats and Roti Skins.
Looking for a place to relax with natural cool breeze and friendly surroundings? Then check the Bayhill Tree Bar, located at Bayhill Cane Garden. We have everything a bar will have. We also sell Shell 20 pounds of cooking gas at the Bayhill Tree Bar.
Audio Jungle.